How did colonialism change social structures? Have you ever wondered how colonialism reshaped the very fabric of society in Latin America? The impact of colonialism on social structures is profound and still felt today. Before European powers arrived, indigenous societies had their own systems of governance and social organization. These systems were often based on kinship and communal land use, allowing for a sense of community and shared responsibility. When the Spanish, Portuguese, and other European colonizers arrived, they imposed new social structures that prioritized European control. A rigid hierarchy based on race and ancestry emerged. Europeans, particularly those born in Europe, held the highest social positions. Below them were mestizos, individuals of mixed European and indigenous descent, and mulattoes, those of mixed European and African descent. At the bottom of this social ladder were indigenous peoples and enslaved Africans. This hierarchy, known as the Casta system, determined not only social status but also access to rights, education, and economic opportunities. Colonialism disrupted existing social institutions. Many traditional leaders were replaced or subordinated to colonial authorities. Communities lost control over their lands and resources, which led to significant changes in their social structures. European religious and cultural practices were often imposed, sometimes replacing local traditions. This blending of cultures created unique expressions in music, food, and religion, but it also resulted in lasting inequalities. In practical terms, the colonial social structure meant that opportunities for education, land ownership, and political participation were closely tied to one's racial background. Even after Latin American countries gained independence, many inherited these social divisions. The legacy of colonialism continues to affect issues like racial identity, social mobility, and access to resources. From the perspective of Latin culture, these changes are seen as both a source of diversity and a cause of ongoing challenges. The mixing of European, indigenous, and African influences has created a rich cultural heritage. However, the inequalities rooted in colonial social structures persist, leading to ongoing debates about identity and justice in Latin America today. Understanding how colonialism changed social structures helps explain why race, class, and cultural heritage remains central in discussions about Latin American society and Afro-Latin American identity. The colonial past is not just a chapter in history, it shapes how people see themselves and interact with each other in the present.